welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Infinite Gems. I'm gonna be dropping some infinite gems on you today. So please make sure you're liking and subscribing down below, please and thank you. And today we're gonna be talking about the power of prayer. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple of weeks. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the purpose of prayer, and this is going to be in my opinion. Now, I know other people have different religious backgrounds or different beliefs, so if you guys do have different perspectives, please let me know down below in the comments, because I'm very open to knowing different things and understanding different perspectives from different religions or how other people perceive things. But in my opinion, the purpose of prayer is you can use it for protection. I feel like most people use it for protection physically and spiritually, and also people use it to gain something or for evolution in something, whether it's physical or spiritual. Now, an example is when you're using it for protection, people, they pray over, safe travels, they pray over their home, they pray over their food, and they like health, things like that. That's protection, like physically. Now, spiritually, you can say, I protect my mind, I protect my energetic field, because, not every energy that you come in contact with or every energy that's in your energy field, sometimes energy lingers. So you want to pray, make sure your aura is cleansed, make sure your energetic field is cleansed, so that other outside affecting energies aren't affecting you in a negative way, because that's very possible. Not all your thoughts are all your thoughts. Sometimes your feelings aren't your feelings. That's why it's very important to cleanse your energy and make sure your energy has nobody else's in it. Now, when you're dealing with evolution or gaining something, people, they'll pray for, if you want to do something spiritual, like praying for peace or praying for guidance, praying for wisdom, praying for discipline, things like that. Spiritual nature, you can pray for things like that. Or people pray for physical items. Let's say you're about to do a big move, you want to pray for a new home, make sure everything goes smoothly. Or you're having car troubles, you want to pray over your car, make sure everything gets worked out. Or if you're praying over your business, making sure you're wanting your business to flourish. So I feel like that's the purpose behind prayer. People pray to cover the things that they deem valuable, whether it's themselves or anything outside of themselves, physically and spiritually. That is the purpose. Now, a lot of people don't know why people pray. You would say, why would I want to pray? How does it actually affect my reality? Now, this is where it gets interesting. So whenever you're praying or whenever you're putting that thought out into the universe, you're telling the universe this is something that you want to happen, whether it's I want to gain peace, I want to gain discipline, I want to make sure that I get from A to B, safely, things like that. So whenever you're doing that, whenever you're praying, it's kind of like manifestation in the same way. You put out a thought that you want to happen, you put out an outcome that you want to happen, and then you just hope that it happens. Now, a lot of people think that prayer doesn't work because they'll pray for things and then they go back and they don't either put in the action to get to where they want to get to. Obviously, there might not be, sometimes you can't do a lot of things, but it's important to focus on the things you can control in that moment. Because as long as you're putting in the action and what you control and what you can control in that moment, that's all that matters. Just pray, do the action that you can do, and then know that everything will work out. You can't pray for something and then have fear behind it or not really trust that it's gonna happen. Like when you're dealing with any other manifestation, you can't want to manifest something and then either not put any action behind the manifestation or just be very fearful or be in a lack or poverty mindset towards whatever you want. You can't pray for peace but then still hang around people that aren't good for you or continue to be in toxic relationships. You can't pray for health but you don't change your diet, you don't do anything to help progress, if you get what I'm saying. So yes, the prayer does help. It helps guide to a certain thing. It helps put out into the universe that outcome is already possible. Now, let's say I don't pray, okay? Let's say I don't pray. Let's say something happens, I don't pray, and then I let it get to me. I let the fear, I let the worry get to me, and then I only see that outcome that that paradigm is showing me. Then you can get very stuck in things that are very easy to get out of, as long as you change your mindset and you put out into the universe that there is another better outcome for you. And when you're doing this work, also the purpose of prayer is asking the unseen for help, asking God, the universe, your angels, your ancestors, whatever you believe in. Like I said, we all maybe have different beliefs, but you're asking them to support you. You're asking the unseen to help you. So if you don't help yourself, how do you expect them to help you? So you kind of do have to put in some type of work when you're still dealing with prayer, but the prayer helps them know that you want that as your outcome. And as long as you want it, they will help you. Angels, ancestors, God, universe, whatever you want to believe. The universe will support you in whatever you support yourself in. And it's even more powerful when we do it as a collective. There's a lot of things going on in the world today, and I feel like if we do collective prayers, when all of our consciousness are all focused on one thing that we want to get done, like if we all did one big prayer at the same time consistently, and then we all put in the action to get that prayer accomplished, it would be a whole turnaround. It would be our manifestation. The world we would truly want would come true, in due time, because it's a lot of work that needs to be done, but it would come true. And especially if we let go of all the fear the media is trying to feed us through social media, through the news, through all this war and all this political things that are going on. We have to cut that out. We need to know what we want for our future as humanity, because right now it's going to end. We need to turn this around. We need to get it together. So I feel like even individually, everybody, a lot of people are not where they want to be in life. Like a lot of people aren't. I can tell you right now, like a lot of people, the majority is not rich right now. The majority is lower than middle class. Like our homelessness is horrible in the US and in other countries. It's a lot going on. Everybody knows it's a lot going on. So we all, as a collective, in every single country, as an individual, everybody needs to know what kind of vision they want for the future and what kind of vision we want for humanity as a whole. And we all need to be in prayer in our individual paths and as a whole. I pray over the world all the time. I pray for peace. I pray for love. It's very important also when you're doing this to come from a heart space of love. And anytime you pray, don't always go asking for something. Like most of the time when I'm praying, I just pray quickly throughout the day. And I just say, thank you for a roof over my head. Thank you for transportation. Thank you for food. Thank you for transportation. Thank you for food. Thank you for water. Thank you for letting me have a place for me to lay my head at night. Because the more you operate in a vibration of gratitude and a vibration of love, the more likely it is to come true, because you're operating out of fear. You're only operating in the highest and most powerful vibration, which is love and gratitude. So yes, you can want something, but you also have to be content with the present and only know that, there's only so much that is in your control, and let the things that are out of your control do what they need to do. Just put it out there and say the things that you can't control, just put it out to the universe. Say, all right, can y'all go deal with it, please? And then just focus on the things that you can do, and then everything else will work out. And I really truly believe in this technique, in however you want to use it, because like I said, we all have different beliefs. However you want to use it, however you want to use it in your religion, just make sure you're praying. Pray over yourself, pray over your loved ones. Everybody needs prayer in their life because it's so powerful, it's so transformative, and it's also very meditative. Even sometimes the prayer doesn't even have to be you asking for something. The prayer can you just be you sitting there with yourself. That can be the prayer. You sitting in your own presence and just sitting in just in a love vibration, just sitting there with love in your heart, sitting there with gratitude for literally where you are right now. That is the key. That is the gem. Okay, guys, that's the gem. All right, but for real, guys, it's just so important to at least have that connection with source, with God, with your ancestors, with your angels. In general, it's very important to have that relationship because it can be very supportive. Like I said, even if you're having trouble with the situation and you don't know how to go about something, like I said, pray for guidance, pray for wisdom, and the answer will be shown to you. Like, you have to learn how to use the universe to your advantage. If you have an issue, if you're stuck in something in life, look out for the signs, look out for the messages. Like, sometimes things are sent to you in code. Like, your prayers will be answered in certain ways. If you know what I mean, whether like face to face or like in a hidden message. But you know if it's the answer to your prayer. You'll feel it, the confirmation. You'll be like, oh, that's confirmation for what I prayed for earlier. So that's also what I use it for a lot, especially if you don't really like therapy. God can be your therapist. You say, God, I feel like I have, if it's like bad mental health or something like that, say, God, I just really need peace over my mental health. Please help me get to the root of the problem. And then sometimes, like, you'll just get downloads. Like me personally, I get downloads. Like, I'll just have moments where the answer will literally just be in my brain, and I will literally think of the answer of how to solve the problem. Or I'll see the answer on a YouTube video, on a quick little thing, or I've even had my prayers be answered through people in real life, like come and give me little messages that I know were confirmation to the prayer that I answered. So it's very important just to have that connection with God, with source. In general, I feel like it's very important to have it just to make sure you're on the right path. And just to make sure you have that extra protection, make sure you got the universe on your back, having your back. Because if the universe doesn't have your back, that means you're doing something to go against the universe. And nothing will ever work in your favor if you're trying to go against the current. That's like imagine like a hurricane going this way. The waves are crashing this way and you're trying to go back this way. You're gonna drown. You have to go with the flow. You have to know when the current is changing. You have to know how to make adjustments. You have to know when there's different signs and synchronicities telling you when to move, where to move, how to move, especially if you're asking for the advice. It's a slap in the face when people ask for advice from God, from source, and then you just completely do the opposite. Then it's like you're wasting everybody's time. But that's my little rant. And I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to get off of here. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all the love. And make sure you guys comment and like and subscribe down below. And if you want to see more videos, you better let me know what you want to see, because I am so down to know what other videos you guys want me to post. And I will be posting more often, so stay tuned. And I love you guys. Peace. Good night.